Welcome, podcast listeners. You are now locked in. Grab your mic and let's begin. Turn your radios up some. I got to drop some lyrics on ya. From a new artist. Tell me what you think when you hear I am a podcaster. I am a podcaster. As the smoke clears, I see all my listeners are here. Welcome to my podcast. Welcome to my podcast. Grab your mic, an original. Welcome Grab your mic. It's an original.
What's up? It's your host, Super Savage, y'all. We're gonna grab your mic. It's an original. Being an independent artist, does it fit you? Well, let's see for today. If you can do it, play an instrument, writing poems, or maybe just being a rapper. Even acting can be an independent artistry. If you think you have a good chance and you can turn it into a career and make some money out of it, you know what I'm saying? I know you probably already tried getting signed and record label after record label slamming the door in your face. Well, being an independent artist and being your own boss can get you the chance to shine like you need to. So let's talk about money. Now, on average, income paints a similar picture for independent artists. They earn about $12,800 a year, just off the music, and the labels earn an average of $23,000. So it's a big difference. About 3/4 of independent artists earn less than $10,000 a year from music, compared to 61% of them a label. But you get to write and perform your own original music, and that's a big part about being an independent artist. You get to be your own boss. So things that a record label will handle, you would not handle that. You would not handle that. Even if you're in a band, you can still have it. You can be an independent artist. It takes a lot of writing, practice as much as you can. Get out there and do gigs. Always make a good impression. And being your own manager comes with being your own accountant, as far as keeping up with your own money, your social media aspect, and you can also save money by doing it yourself. Now, is it better to be an independent artist? Artists who want to retain their master rights, keep 100% of their profits, have completed their creative control. I would say yeah, because you have more freedom to work on your music. You don't mind having a few profits when you're putting out authenticated work. Now, you can release music without the label. Thankfully, unsigned artists don't need the backing of the label to release music. Like on iTunes and Spotify, Apple Music, and other major stores, anyone can release their own track through an independent music distributor, sometimes known as a generator, an agitator, and start collecting your royalties from the time sales and streams hit. So you could be making anywhere from $500 to thousands of dollars based off of your own work. Now, distributing your music independently You can do it by Ditto, TuneCore, CD Baby, Disco Kid, Record Union, Spin Up, and there's just more to name. When it comes to streaming music, you can also go to Amazon, Napster, Drizzle, Shazam. These are the type of websites that will allow you to be your own, create your own. And when you're doing music, you don't never want to lose your own image. I know I'm an independent artist, and it does take a lot of work, and you do have to write and practice a lot. I think the hardest part of being an independent artist is juggling the time you have with a child or another job. So that would be the forefront of the hardness. But other than that, I mean, it's wonderful. When we come back, I will be speaking more about independent artistry and the perks. So we'll be right back on Grab Your Mic. It's an original.
As I take you the lyrics of a new artist who seems to explode. And I just got to tell you one more thing. Have a good day. I really think of you sometimes. Think of me. Hey, it's just a Grab Your Mic original podcast, and we stay down. We real.
We are back. Grab Your Mic. It's an original. I'm your host, Super Savage, and we're talking about being an independent artist, the perks of being an independent artist, and what things that you want to look at versus looking at a record label. When it comes to being an independent artist, it's free will, free way. So, when it comes down to making decisions, you can hire your own team, and you can pay them especially how you want to. So, who is an independent artist? Let's take a look. Well, we have Immortal Technique. He's an independent rapper. Chance the rapper is an independent, and Tech 9 is also an independent artist. Those are just the rappers. When it comes to R&B soulful sounds, you have also, you also have R&B artists that are, by themselves independently. So let's take a look and see who they are. You have Aubrey. Aubrey is an R&B soulful singer, and she's from I forgot where she's from, but she's a singer and a songwriter, and her heart is out there basically she's a lo-fi sound. Her beat is unique, retro, and sometimes her game is on tight. I mean, she's an incredible artist, and she's making money. So Daniel Caesar also popping with I Got You. Ooh, how did I get you? So, and he is one of the best soulful singers. He's from Toronto, the Toronto district. He has his own sound. He's in his own lane. He's more of a just tasteful artist. His artistry is amazing, and he's came a long, long way. When it comes to being an independent artist, where do you see yourself in, let's say, so many years from now? What do you see yourself being an independent artist? Okay, so let's just say a lot of artists, they're doing kind of hard right now, so they might live with someone, or they may live out of their car. I know Tyler Perry stayed in his car. He was homeless when he was found out and discovered. So It just depends on where you're at now and where you're going, right? You can't even tell now that Tyler Perry was really was basically poor when he got discovered. When it comes to talent, and you want to shine, you want to be different. You want to articulate different artistries about yourself. So if you have a soulful sound, tweak that a little bit into having a soulful pitch. There's a certain pitch when the song plays that everyone knows that it's you. A signature, like kind of like DJ Khaled, that signature anthem, signature sayings, like we're the best. That would be his signature, something that authenticates you and your fans recognize you by. When it comes to independent artists, and your own boss, you get to keep 100% of your pays, like I said before. So, with that being said, if you do want like an assistant or something, you would solely make a contract out to them. And if you want to know about contracts and stuff, we're going to get into that in like a few seconds. But I just want to let you guys know that this is very useful information. Take it in stride, because a lot of artists are becoming independent in the mainstream. So there's online. You can go to www.honeybook.com. You can go to www.hellosign. You can go to Store Nalo. Those are different websites that basically have the independent contract agreements already prepared online for you. Also, you're still going to need a lawyer when you become an independent contractor, because there's still some things as far as like when you're dealing with show performances and signings, book signings, or maybe just touring on your own, that you would need to have someone present there that's of legal use. Now, if you're very, very good at being an independent artist, some independent artists turn their record label into being independent as well. So they would, an artist recording agreement contract usually by an independent recording company. So an independent recording company is totally different from a record label. So I'm going to let you guys know what this is about. Y'all doing all right out there? Almost done with the work week. What? Friday is tomorrow. We're going to kick it. Okay, so an independent contractor's label. Excuse me. I love talking about music. Anything that's regarding, because a lot of people don't know about the aspect of the legal side of it. And you need, that's what you need to know about that. You know what I'm saying? Got to know about that. Most independent contractors, they're going to put in way more hours because they don't have a team. So when it comes to preparing and stuff for that, you're going to do more man and foot work. A label independent contractors, they're basically, let's take SDM for example. They are a label independent contractors. They basically, it's the website where you go, and the independent dealers partners of choice. So they're basically behind the scenes doing all the paperwork for them. They do magazines, they do news, they do blogs, they do events, they do products, and so they do exclusives. And you might want to be able to do something like that if you're gonna do a record, do a label, an independent label. Sometimes if you're overwhelmed with your own artistry, and you don't have time to do that paperwork, that legal work is what basically makes sure you get paid. So if you don't have that, then someone like SDM would be able to provide that service for you. So there are different websites and different companies that can perform your back work for you without you being in a record label. When you ask questions about yourself or about someone else that's in the independent world, you set your own hours. You get to pick what job you want to do. You get to do a business listing. You get to advertise your own stuff, secure it. You get to design your own stuff. And like I said, if you're independent and you don't have time to do some of these things, you can go to certain websites just for that service only and still be an independent artist. As opposed to being in a record label, there's a group of individuals that choose and pick what you can put out and what is best for you. So you're solely making the decisions for yourself. When we return, you'll be hearing one of my independent records. So when we return, grab your mic. It's an original. Right back.
Welcome, podcast listeners. You are now locked in. Grab your mic and let's begin. Turn your radios up some. I got to drop some lyrics on ya. From a new artist. Tell me what you think when you hear I am a podcaster. I am a podcaster. As the smoke clears, I see all my listeners are here. Welcome to my podcast. Welcome to my podcast. Grab your mic, an original.
And we are back, you guys. Sorry about that. Grab your mic and original. This is your girl host, Super Savage. And like I said, we're talking about independent artistry, the perks and the ups and downs, the money, which is what makes a difference. And so I just wanted to give you guys, before we go, you can always, if you have any comments or questions about anything we talk about on the show, you can reach me at robinbuckley18@gmail.com or Miss Super Savage, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. And now I'm going to let you guys hear one of my originals. And of course, mine, independent artistry, is all over it. And it's called Super Savage. So enjoy. Competition is so deep and felt a lot. Scoped it out, regrouped and chopped it out. Stick it, nigga, I touch down, set up shop in your town. Make you footboys move around. I keep my ears to the streets, word got back to me. Marcus was ready to eat. I said the slaughterhouse, I had my niggas out and ready to feast. I'm a G, shit, it's hard to eat that shit, but I gotta eat.
Shit, Queen super savage. It's colder than June, colder than December. Bundle up, I catch you creeping, catch you slipping, got to get you. Hey, my mask ain't got no faces, I don't tap the pictures. It's Queen super savage, leaving bodies like a fucking pandemic. When I'm in it, I'm all in it. You spaced out, without a doubt, it's a drought in your town, cause I drained it out from the south. Bundle up. Bundle up, bundle up. Shit. I'm making numbers triple back. What? Yeah. Queen super duper savage. I'm making numbers triple back. Summer sauce, fuck a plug. I'm the nigga with the gun. After that, gonna run. I'm not lying. State facts. You flop numbers. They drop for the summer. You get so good now. What's attack? I keep it back. Problem solved. Next job. Give me that. Take that. That's what I do. Add it up. Addition that. I'm the motherfucker with the tool. I got that beat. I'm all up in the streets. And it's only one me. I'm Queen super savage. Leaving bodies like a pandemic. Got my head in the game and I'm gonna win it. Queen super. It's only one fucking choice. Give up your hand. I give up your life, son. Queen super savage. Leaving bodies like a pandemic. When I'm in it, I got to get it. I got to take it. I'm a grind. I'm a shine. Shit. Queen super savage. Queen super savage. Leaving bodies like a pandemic. I'm in this game hungry. I got to get it. Got to win it. Yeah, I don't want the stage. I want the whole arena this time. Queen super savage. Leaving bodies like a pandemic. I'm in this game. I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to win it. Hey. And you my bitch. Super duper savage. Yeah. And you my bitch. Super savage.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is my song, Queen Savage. It's Queen Savage, guys, and that's me. So that's I did my own everything. Even in the video, I mean everything, the concept and everything was my idea, and I got to choose where I was going to have it at. You get to choose all of that. Your vocals, how things sound. When you're in a record label, none of that matters. Basically, the sound is a collective vote. So if you want to be your own boss, and if you know you're a boss material, so you gotta have boss material. You can't just say, okay, I want to be independent artist, and then you're shy or you're afraid. Bosses step up and do what bosses got to do to take care of business. So I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? So I'm an independent artist, and no record label would be able to basically hold me down. They would only be holding me back. You know what I'm saying? So that was my single, Queen Savage, directed, produced, engineered all by me. And that if that don't help you get on your P's and Q's and see what you want to do, then I don't know what's going to do it. But I advise everyone, all independent, all artists that are not signed by a label and want to get their foot in the door, to grab it by the mic and go head first in the game. Now, this is your host, Super Savage. I want to thank you guys for a wonderful, wonderful podcast today. Thank all of my listeners and all of my fans. And I'll see you guys next time on Grab Your Mic. It's an original.
Thank you for listening to my show. I hope you enjoyed yourself, 'cause I did. Oh, we're gonna meet up back here again Wednesday at 12.